Jeez. Okay. This, for real, is a vibe. I'm just saying. I've got a candle lit. Hello, Halo Edits. I absolutely adore your new icon, by the way. It's so cute. I'm really just vibing right now. Hey, Noob and Drew! How are you guys? Oh, I like that! A weekly icon, that's fun. Noob Andrew, new name unlocked. Man, honestly, one thing that I like, it is so bittersweet, but I worked out yesterday for the first time in like 2-3 weeks. I think it was 3 weeks. Yeah, it was 3 weeks. And I have not felt better in a while. I will say I also, I took some headache medication this morning. Didn't realize it was the equivalent of a full cup of coffee in terms of caffeine. And then I took a nap after work. So, but you know, I'm gonna become a Giga Chad. Now, guess how much weight I'm working with my squats. I do the, like, I use the, what is it? I forgot what it's called. When I do the bench presses, I'm still at 45 pounds. Ooh. But with the squat machine, or not machine, I just like use the bar. I'm at 65 pounds in total right now. That is crazy. Well, I wish I was at more, but that's like when I'm doing, how many reps? I guess like 30 reps in total, because it's 3 reps, 3 sets of 10. I wish I could do 100. Maybe I could do 150 like once. Now it makes me sound like maybe I shouldn't have bragged so much. But I don't know, maybe it's cool. Yeah, I think it would be so fun to just get really buff. And then also just be like, I'm just a little guy, you know? Oh, sets and reps. How do I put this? The amount of reps are like repetitions that you do in a set. So like one set would be like 10 repetitions. You do you do 10 repetitions, 3 sets would be 10 repetitions. Is this an ad? Is this an ad? Bruh. I think it would be so fun to like be a gentle giant, and then also because my boyfriend's like a foot taller than me, me being like, and then I just look super tiny compared to him. I think it would be hilarious. Oh, okay. Also, I noticed Halo edits, it's your first day of fasting. I hope it really goes well. Happy Ramadan. I think that was yesterday, the first day. I'm so sorry if it was not. But yes, I hope that it goes well. And, Noob, you went to your first ever concert yesterday? Who did you go see? Ooh, who's Tony22? I don't know if I've heard of them before. Previously known as Tony V2's, but he quit the animations to start a music career. 5 years later, he's on tour. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it's the in the like time of fasting, which I am no expert on this, but starting I believe from sunrise to sunset, you don't eat or drink at all, and it's a way to I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I was like, I know this. Because I have a couple friends who are Muslim, but I am obviously no expert. It is a time of fasting and a time to be really thoughtful and think of people who can't afford or don't have enough food. And just be mindful during it. If I said that wrong, feel free to correct me. You also do not need to. Please don't feel any obligation to explain yourself. I just hope that you have a good one. Thank you. I'm glad to know that I tried explaining that. Pretty much. The term for fasting is just not eating. That's why we call breakfast breakfast. I feel like I was saying something. That's why we call breakfast break fast, because technically you're fasting when you're sleeping, unless you sleep eat, I guess. Yes, breaking the fast, yeah. Wait, isn't there an edit button for live comments? Oh no. Okay. I'm so glad that I could help explain it, especially I'm not Muslim. I am, I think I'm Catholic? I don't know. Still figuring that sort of stuff out, but, yeah. Very glad that I could help, explain some stuff. Even though I'm no expert on it. There's another. Is this just gonna have ads the whole time? You know what? You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna go to a different one. I do really like this one. Yay. I was gonna turn off my phone because I just play this on my phone. You think I'm using Spotify Premium? That's funny. I'm just on YouTube. Because at this point, I am afraid to use Spotify for my live streams because even if it's like, hey, this is copyright free music, it'll be like, no, it's actually not, and this whole video, you can't monetize it now. Have a good one. Love ya. I'm like, the fact I'm watching two things at the same time. Ooh, what are you watching? Speaking of YouTube, they made much clearer guidelines on the whole bad word issues. They were much more thorough in the something and a recent video explaining it, at least I think so. Oh! That's good to know. Also, I don't normally, what's it called? I don't think I swear a lot on here. I can't keep track of it though. Just because I know my family watches these sometimes, and also younger people watch these, and I don't want to ruin their lives. Ooh, YouTube shorts. I've been watching so many YouTube shorts recently. check out that song. Unless that was just playing. I truly do not know. Oops. Ooh. Where? Oh, here we go. Do I watch any anime? Yes. I am trying to think of, I was watching Zombieland Saga a couple months ago, or maybe that was just last month. I got like really into like, just like watching a ton of anime that was just like really sweet stuff. I don't know if it's considered anime, but Agretzko, I still love that show. It's so cute and good. Man, I'm really trying to think because I watched a ton of it, so I'm like, I wonder why I can't think of any. Because it's especially like just really cute stuff. Spy X Family is so good. I think that's what got me back into like, oh man, I've got to watch all this fun stuff. Because there was also one, oh, I don't remember the name of it, but it's Somebody Lives Alone, and it was just really cute. There was also, like, it was like, one about like surviving a romance video game, and that one was so cute. So cute. Hey, Dylan versus Comics, how are you? Comey Can't Communicate. I've heard that that one's really good too. Kojiro is alone. Yes. Yes. It's so cute. It made me cry, but a lot of things do. So, you know, it's fair. I've heard Hunter x Hunter is good. My sister watches that one. Another two animes I really want to watch is the original Speed Racer anime and the movie Redline. Both are insane car-based movies, but Redline is more visually crazy. I like, crazy like the live-action Speed Racer movie. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for the second Spider-Verse movie. I keep forgetting about it. There's also one that I saw like a little clip of an ad today. I forgot what the full name is, but it's like called like Teenager Kraken or Teenage Kraken, and it looks so cute and good. And sometimes I really just need a good, cute movie or like just a really well animated movie. I saw the new Pinocchio movie directed by Guillermo del Toro. So good. Oh my god, super sad. And like definitely way more like introspective than other Pinocchio films that I've seen. Amazing though. Absolutely amazing. Partially because of that, also it's like stop motion animation. Oh my god. Ugh. So good. The fact that there were 3 Pinocchio movies last year was kind of odd, but the stop motion one was great. Yeah, I am like 50% sure that the other Pinocchio movies, like the Father, when can I go out on my own? I've got the whole world to see. I have a feeling that those were probably made in response to like, oh my gosh, this like Pinocchio movie's gonna come out. We've gotta like capitalize on Pinocchio. Ugh. But like, oh man. Also really interesting because the Del Toro one has a little bit of horror aspect in it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I loved their interpretation of it. It was so good. Do I know what Demon Slayer is? My sister also watches Demon Slayer. Not horror, more so thriller / suspense. Yeah, that's what I personally like too. I like I don't want a like gory claymation thing with jump scares and stuff, no, but I do love the concept of like playing on the fact that like the clay is alive. Horror, in my definition, is a situation you don't want to be in. Something truly horrific would be if Pinocchio was being abused by the circus guy and then becomes firewood by the end. You might like the claymation one. Or the stop motion one. I don't think it was clay. It was silicone. But I'm highly suggesting, I highly suggest the Guillermo del Toro one. I think you would truly like it. Is this DaVinci Resolve? Yes. This is DaVinci Resolve because I really paid like I can't even remember how much money I paid for the like clip studio paint. I like got the like highest one that you could get, and that was like I think it was like $150 or something. But I don't like paying subscription stuff. What I'm implying is that might be part of the plot. Oh, you already saw that version. Honestly, I absolutely adore how they went with the World War II route and just how, like, I don't want to spoil anything too much, but it really goes into, like, if you could never die, what would you do? And, like, how would people try to use that against you almost? Absolutely fascinating concept. Yeah, the like, oh my gosh. It is so good. I could talk about it for forever. I also, when I was in New York, the like last hour that I was in New York, we like, my cousin and I were like, oh my gosh, we have to make it to the airport. But it was also like, cause we like went to the, why did that pause? We went to the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. I don't know why I said New York City like that. But we went purely because there was a whole entire exhibit about the making of the movie, and I hadn't seen it yet, but I love Del Toro's Pinocchio. Like, I love Del Toro. I was reading Noob Gamer's comment when I was saying that. I absolutely love Del Toro films, and we ended up, like, I think I explained this in the last stream, but we went to the wrong part of the MoMA, and we didn't get to the exhibit until right when we were about to leave, and there was a huge line, and we were like, oh my gosh. So then, in the last hour that I was in New York City, my cousin was like, we could do it. We would have to run, but we could make it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And we run through New York City. We like, the line actually went really quick. But we like, basically, thank goodness the exhibit was also like pretty small, because we basically like, for all the descriptions, oh, bye Halo Edits, I hope you have a good night. But for like all the exhibits that had descriptions, I was like, I'm just gonna take a photo of it and read it on the plane. Because we didn't have time to truly just like sit, and like actually truly appreciate everything. So we like looked at the visuals and it was like, oh my gosh, this is just amazing. And then we just like booked it to the airport, and I made it with 5 minutes to spare, which was insane. Yeah, there was also a Del Toro exhibit in, what is it? The Minneapolis Institute of Art, like a few years ago. It was one that was called At Home with Monsters, and it was so gorgeous. My mom and I went twice. There was so much stuff in it, just so much artwork, and just like amazing descriptions and costumes and like all of this crazy fun stuff, and it like so incredible to walk through that like my mom and I couldn't get through it in like 2 hours, so we were like, you know what, we're gonna come back next week and do it again. So when I heard that there was another exhibit for it, I was like, well, not for it specifically, but for the Pinocchio film, I was like, we have to. So long story short, very glad that I saw it. The Last Wish was also really good, and the animation for it honestly blew me away. So good. Oh man. Personally, I'm more of a Pinocchio girl myself. Also just like incredible what they did with The Last Wish. And like the wolf character, I will not make any spoilers whatsoever, but insane. Oh my gosh. So good. Also like people being like, why is the frame rate on this movie weird? It's intentional! It's intentional! It's stylized! It's so good! Oh my gosh. So good. Also, I think that Noob said that Drew is like the, there's a dog character in it. And I totally agree. Wholeheartedly, totally agree. In the nicest, sweetest way possible, because it is the nicest, sweetest character. I liked The Last Wish better in terms of story and characters, but loved Del Toro's Pinocchio concepts and ideas. Honestly, I agree with that. Like, I wish that they, like, I wish that they spent more time, which I guess that they, like, no, they didn't really spend much time with, like, Pinocchio's dad a lot. Like, I know that we got, like, we got just enough to help the story, but I wish that I knew a little bit more. Poor guy. Dylan vs. Comics says people play too many 60 frames per second games and want all animation to be like that. So true! I could, like, I'm gonna, like, stand up on my soapbox and be like, animation is so cool, especially stylized stuff, and then it seems like all people want, like, all the, like, not general audience, but, like, all some people want when they're like, yeah, I know better about animation, is they don't want stylized, they want the most realistic stuff possible, which goes into, like, uncanny valley stuff, and it just, I'm gonna say it looks bad. I don't like it one bit. I watched the Maleficent movies this past week, and, like, honestly, really good. I, like, the second one, and they tried to make it all realistic, and I, like, it's fairies. It's okay if it's stylized. Oh my gosh. Angelina Jolie? Okay, that's why I watched it. Not gonna lie, I watched it for Maleficent herself, but it was so hard to get through with the, like, the fairies are all animated, but they still have their human heads. Like, it just looks bad. Also, like, personally, I think this is because I'm an animation girly, but, what was I gonna say? I personally absolutely adore video games like Spiritfarer, and I'm trying to think about other ones. I literally just got, like, 2 other ones, but, like, there's one, Cozy Grove. I'm about to start playing it because, like, it's hand-drawn animation in a video game, and, like, super stylized and cute and just gorgeous. I love that. I would take that in a heartbeat over frame rate stuff. Dylan versus Comics says I get so disappointed when I look up a clip from an anime or cartoon and it's been upscaled to 60 frames per second and it just doesn't look good at all. Yeah, honestly. Like, yeah, because then it looks like the character's like morphing and it's, it just makes me go like, no. And then for some reason it also goes into that like uncanny valley sort of stuff. Not a fan. I am not a fan. When people try to speed up animation, it's like a neat concept, but like AI, it's not the best or only perfect way to do art or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. It would be cool if it was originally animated that way, but it wasn't, so it doesn't look right. Yeah. Yeah, because when like some things, that sort of stuff takes forever to like animate in 60 frames per second, especially if you're doing it frame by frame. Yeah, but originally animated, it's like, wow, look at how much work was put into this. It's gorgeous, but when it's done in post in like an app or something, you can tell there's like the uncanny valley of like something looks off. Oh, what's Scream 6? I don't think I've heard of that before. It's also wild to me how, like, Really? You don't know Scream, Ghostface? Who Did It Mystery? Phone Call? None of that rings a bell? I get you don't watch much horror, but you don't know what Scream is? Didn't you just learn what Ramadan was? It's okay to not know things. Oh, but I was gonna say with video games, it's just insane how, like, people will be like, I need the most realistic animation possible, when, like, do you know how popular Cuphead got because of how stylized it was? Like, gorgeous. I want more of that. Zoe Ariel. Sorry. Hi. you? Realism is perfectly fine, but it's not the best or only style you need. Exactly, yeah, like, I remember, I, like, watched my brother play a couple of the, like, Uncharted video games. I think I just watched him play the last one, actually. And honestly, like, absolutely gorgeous, realistic visuals. But it's also, like, that doesn't have to be the whole thing, you know? Yeah, if something tries too hard to be realistic, then it will end up just looking outdated in 10 years' time anyway. Well, the stylized stuff will actually age well. Yeah, exactly! Which isn't to say that, like, it should all be stylized. Let's get some variety up in here. But it's also to say not everything has to be super realistic. Yeah, the Sonic... I like how the music stopped when I did that. Yeah. Yeah. And notice how the Mario movie isn't being animated to look realistic, and people are really excited for it, just genuinely. Dare I say. Why am I talking like like I feel like I'm talking like I know everything. I don't. But man, I sound like a YouTuber that wants to start a podcast. And maybe that's what these streams are, and for that reason I should stop. Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Mario Odyssey are currently my favorite games right now. Such a perfect blend of realistic backgrounds and cartoony cute visuals. Yeah, like, I'm gonna, like, I literally just bought, I think it's called Cozy Grove, because I read an article. I read an article one time that was like, hey, if you liked Spiritfarer, I think you'd like this. And I held off from buying it for, like, forever because I was like, it's only on Switch. I don't have a Switch. Turns out it's also available on PC, which is pretty cool. And it was on sale, which was really awesome. Let's not go too far down the cynical, angry reviewer route. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to not do. Like, you know what? A lot of companies put a lot of heart and soul into stuff, and I don't want to be like, oh, they didn't put any work into this. Also, though, you can clearly tell when a company is, like, trying to do a cash grab sort of thing. And, you know, like, with the Sonic movie, people could tell, like, I don't know if you're making this for us. And then when they redid it, it was like, okay, you're, like, working with, like, actual fans that love it. And you could tell that there was, like, a little bit more heart and soul put into it. Now that I think about it, is Mr. Clean part of the Uncanny Valley, or does he get a pass? I'd have to look at him. Yeah. It's only if you get that weird feeling of like, oh, you know? That, then you know. When you know, you know. The Burger King is a straight up no. Oh, clear no. He's straight up creepy. I think I don't know if, is there an animated version of the Burger King? He's not quote unquote live action, so I'd say it still counts. For me, what I've heard is like with Uncanny Valleys and stuff is like, well, yeah, for me, I've always heard it's with like, if it's like animated. And then it's like, this looks like it could be real, but it's not. So I'd say for mascots, like, I don't know. Like, definitely creepy. I don't know if it's in the... Because when you see the mascot, it's like, okay, that's creepy. Yeah, it feels very artificial. Can you imagine if they tried to animate him to look, like, more human, though? That would be even creepier, because it's like, I know that's not... Ooh. But you can clearly tell when you see his face, you're like, okay, I know that's not a, like, human face. Jack in the Box? I don't think I've seen that mascot. Jack from Jack in the Box. Maybe I just don't watch enough TV anymore. I don't know. man. Y'all, I apologize this video has taken forever. But I also really enjoy vibing with you guys while making it. I don't know, there's something about, like, whenever I try to work on this alone, I'm like, But, like, when I've got somebody to talk to and then be like, animation, it's just so fun. How far have I gotten in the video? It looks like I'm, like, 12 minutes into a 18-minute video. Oh no, wait, but I already animated these parts at the end, so... But I also still need to do Claire's... You know what, maybe this weekend I'll just, like... I keep saying this. I keep saying, like, this weekend I'm gonna work on this video, and I don't. Oh my gosh, my drink of choice tonight is water. Oh, that was a bad noise. I'm really glad that you guys are so understanding, though. Also, drink some water. I'm glad that you guys are so understanding because I, like, yeah, I really want to, like, finish things, but I also, there's just something about doing the process, like, while talking to you guys that's just really fun. So I appreciate you guys, like, joining in on it. Still working on my Bumblebee stop motion video, so I get the feeling, yeah, it's like, I want to make sure that, I, like, get content out to you guys, but I also, like, I'm working out, and I can't blame all of it on the fact that I'm working out, but it's like, I've gotten so much into reading now, too, and there's, like, something about just enjoying the process for me that's been really fun. Normally for this stuff, I take, like, one day, and it's just, like, it's not, like, a grueling process, like, it's awful, and I absolutely hate it. But, like, usually I, like, take the whole day, do nothing but just sit and edit a video, and as you can see, sometimes it gets a little bit boring because it's just, like, me smiling, me talking, me smiling again. But it's because, like, the content that I'm talking about itself is really fun. And I just want to, you know, show that I'm talking about it. But, like, animating the talking isn't super important, but it adds a little flair and fun, and I don't know exactly where I was going with that. It's a lot more fun to, like, stretch out this process and, like, talk to you guys than it is for me to be like, alright, next video will be in a month because I need to schedule out a whole entire day to edit this, and I don't know when I'm gonna schedule that day. Then you guys are like, oh, where are you? So thanks for being part of this process. I've been talking so much. So, also, Dylan versus Comics and Noob Gamer and Drew, y'all, and anybody else listening who's, like, in the middle of a project that just seems like it's been taking forever, you're fine. It's okay. Like, take your own process. Enjoy the process. if you want to work on videos while I'm working on my videos and it's like a motivating sort of thing, by all means do it. If it's not and you just need like to set out time for yourself, do that. Even if it's like 15 minutes once a week. If you're like making progress here and there, it'll get done. And it's about enjoying it too, you know? But anyways, yeah, that was a lot of talking from me. I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really did. And I love you all, and I will see you in the next live stream. Pizza out.